Hi, it's Flo Gaia here at Wild Spirit Retreat in Durango, Colorado. I've been a holistic nurse for 30 years, and my focus has been on the health of the whole person, mind, body, health, and heart and spirit. With the current turmoil and unrest in our country, I want to ask you a question. How are you doing? How are you doing with the tendency to slip into obsessive anxiety and feeling overwhelmed? What is your recipe to switch from anxiety to inner peace? How are you handling the strong emotions that are being stirred up? In this time of change, how is your communication line with your soul's highest guidance? What I'm doing to keep from constant anxiety is first limiting my exposure to social media and the news. When I'm not working, I'm spending more time tending my garden, ordering seeds to bloom next spring, lots of cooking and dancing, drumming with the full moon. I'm using the practices that I teach people, breath work, and calling for support and guidance from my spirit guides. A little dose every day is my recipe for sanity. When life is so unpredictable and so threatening, we can get frozen in a fear anxiety loop. We resist feeling strong emotions that get stuck in our bodies. Or we stay on the surface riding these emotional waves, fearful of sinking and drowning. We're taught to get over it, push on, suck it up, buck up, cowboy. And that was fine when we were a frontier nation, when we had to push on or die crossing the Great Plains. And the life expectancy was 35 years old. That doesn't give you a lot of time. But that doesn't serve us anymore, and it's actually quite damaging. Physically, it increases our blood pressure and stress hormones. It drains our vital energy because we're using so much energy to keep everything bottled up. And it certainly disrupts our inner peace, keeping us kind of anxious and a little depressed. It's time for us to realize that strong emotions carry messages from our soul. What's been violated? What do we value? Which direction to go? And what is our very purpose? Yes, our ego freaks out. That's its job, to keep us safe from our own vulnerability, not realizing that we can safely express difficult emotions without loss of control or embarrassment. My purpose here is to encourage you to slow down and give yourself time to process and deal with strong or conflicting emotions, especially when there's such a mishmash of sadness and anger and fear. What I'd like to do today is something a little different, and that is to show you how to move your body so you have a sense of control over what you can do. This is not denying or turning your backs on emotions, but holding it with compassion, the way you would comfort a frightened child. If we listen to our language, we hear action associated with this energy. We cringe with fear. We jump for joy. And we cry with grief, and sometimes we lash out in anger. Our bodies want to move to release this energy of emotion. So today we're going to do something different, expressive movement therapy, and to show you how to release emotions through simple movements. I invite you to move with me. Today we're going to explore grief or sadness, because there are so many different things that sadden us in the world and even in our personal lives today. We're losing a lot of people. Sitting, you may sit or stand for this. You can move your arms and legs if you're sitting, as I'm going to be doing. Even imagining movement can be helpful. So let's see how this flute music by Russ Jones moves us. Some of my movements are inspired by Martha Graham's Lamentations. First, I'd like to start by taking 2 or 3 nice deep cleansing breaths. And as I exhale, I'm going to tone and invite you to do that with me. So I'm going to move back, turn on this music. And I'm going to put on this garment, which helps me express. So Check in with yourself. How are you feeling now? Any sense of relief? I invite you to experiment with this way to feel and express emotion. Find music that speaks to you and move and see what it helps you release. Free yourself from emotional lockdown and let your body move. It's a simple way to safely express difficult emotions, and it's opening to a part of you that's often hidden and suppressed, bottled up. It's more important now than ever to take care of body, mind, and spirit. Please check out my website for more information on what is offered here at Wild Spirit Retreat, www.mindbodyhealthnurse.com. Thank you for joining me, and see you next time.